Hello, friends, and welcome back to Terra Magica. It's been a little bit, but things are busy lately for both of us. And when I say both of us, it's obviously because I have Coastal Cat with me once again. Hello.
Hello, man. It's been a while, but
It
back,
has.
so,
Yes.
Very good to be back here.
It's also summer and
Let's see.
a lot of things happening,
Yeah.
and there's the Euro Cup as well, which is completely nonsense, like, anyways. But yeah, there are a little bit of things are happening around. So
There was one particular match
we do not speak
this
about
week,
it.
and after that, I was completely done with football. So
Yeah.
not wasting time on that anymore.
No. Back to building.
I'm so over it. Football.
Yeah, that was pretty damn. Yeah. Nevertheless, we are in Terra Magica today, and as you saw, we went straight into this build here that I've been doing. This is going to be a Florist, and this is part of the first build I built in this video today. I also have, a second one where I'm building a cart, like a carriage, and yeah, I'm very excited to show you guys because this been done for more or less than a month or so, but finally we got the video out, and also the build that I'm doing today will also be on the workshop afterwards, so you guys can grab that if you want to. Anyways, it would have been a very long video, so unfortunately I had to speed it up a bit and shorten it down a little bit more too. So yeah, but we are in the big town of Terra Magica here, where we have been building the past few days, or a few days, I say, the last few videos. And today, as I said, I'm building this Florist, and it was mainly just kind of just wing this building, more or less, the interior and everything. But yeah, I'm very stoked how everything turned out, and happy to present this to you guys. So yeah, you haven't been in here for a while, haven't you?
No, it's like I've been working on something else, which hopefully you guys will see very soon.
Oh, okay,
on
okay.
Wikz's channel.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and it's taking a lot of time. So, but it's almost done, and then my plan is to go back in here. So
Yes.
yeah,
I'm
not have too many side projects besides this one. Because,
I know.
I think we all know what's coming, so we got to be ready and not start too many projects. And,
no, we have
stuff and
Yes, exactly. I agree. This one is also a big one when it comes to it, though, like series wise. Because even though we kind of we have built a lot of ton, we still got somewhat left to build. But I guess in the sense we can always shorten that part down and just make a bigger forest area and stuff as well, instead of just building each area up with stuff, So I think that's a good call.
What we have to do is make a lot of nature areas, not too many buildings.
Also frame wise, just general frame wise, because the frames are
dropping. Yeah.
You're starting to feel the drop of them now, and it's not good though compared to.
It's when you actually walk around and stuff, it's very good. But when in build mode, it just drops like
It's
crazy.
weird, isn't it? It should be the opposite.
You get like maybe 1/3 of the frames you get when just running around, walking around. It's fine, but when you go in build mode, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. I agree. But as you can see here, we are building this like a big building in the background here, and I'm trying to add a little bit of different details. You can see I use these is it the Indonesian pack, the carved wood kind of thing, and kind of just mix that into the trim, and it kind of works. It kind of gives a nice touch to it, I feel like. So yeah, that's a nice little new detail that I found there and thought was very neat. And the trim work I'm doing around here as well is also sound a little bit, everywhere. I'm not trying to make it look like it's perfect. I want it to be a little bit more, random. And I think I did a good job with that. So building
Yeah, it
some.
looks. I think it's good to have some different textures there as well.
Yes, it is.
I actually never used that piece, so good to
Well,
see it.
Well, there you have it.
It's not a bad piece.
It's definitely not a bad piece, especially when you can use them in this sort of sense, you know.
It's funny with Planet Zoo that once you start using a piece and then that you never used before, and then you're like, I can do.
And you start using it all the time, right?
You
yes.
use it all the time and for different things, and you get ideas from it, and that's great about
Yes.
You discover all these new pieces in Planet Zoo. Like you're
exactly.
doing with chimney here, I think that's a good idea as well.
Yeah, I felt that was neat. I felt we need a little bit of a variation to the chimneys.
Little detail on top, yes.
Instead of just the two. Exactly. The building itself won't get an interior, but you can see I actually added a shop here. So whenever there will be guests walking and roaming around, they will be able to interact with this building, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. Because we don't have a lot of interaction this further up in the town yet.
So yeah, this is great. I did this the similar thing like this with the potion shop.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, we have that one on the bottom there.
That's great if you don't want to do a full interior, but just like the small little interaction.
Yes, 100% agree. You can see here, I did a little bit of a cool thing, you know, like you see in alpine houses and stuff. I try to give it a little bit of a extra edge from the roof there, so you can kind of see how it like comes out of it. And I thought that was kind of a neat idea as well, because a lot of those in our Terra Magica here does not have that sort of roof either. They're mainly just basic fantasy medieval. It's like if you look at the medieval kind of houses, right? So I felt like that was a little nice touch as well there. The back side of the building you won't see me do much with, honestly, because it's just kind of... I always put less priority on the sides I know that are not showable as much. You know, I still add some stuff, but it's not like I add the same amount of detail. Because it's always just like a good little piece count saver too, if anyone... unless you're making it a blueprint, then obviously you want both sides to be awesome. But in this case, I'm kind of like just skipping that part a little bit, adding a door and a few barrels and stuff, and I call it a day. Where on this side, that's where I'm gonna have the florist, where they buy the flowers, and it's just way more nicer in this sort of area here. So yeah, I felt like that was kind of a neat thing too, and just to focus on that front side instead of adding all the detail in the back as well, right? So
yeah, about that, I mean, I think you know, when you go detailing, it's important to have certain parts of the building where you want people to focus on, that you put the details in there and not like cover 100% of the building in details.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
You don't have these areas to stand out, you know?
Yes.
And it's just one piece of clutter, and then sometimes it becomes too much.
100% agree there.
It's better to make grouped sections of clutter, not have it everywhere.
Yes.
I think at least that's for me how I in my park, so that always works better for me in my builds.
I agree. I think it's that's a good saying there too, and just to share, because it's very important, you know, like to know these things.
It's the same with decals, you know. If you start detailing, then you tend to get too much, and sometimes you need to delete some, and you will see it looks better if you have a little bit less decals.
Exactly, and
but that's something you just gotta learn, and then eventually, when you put time on it, you will get to see it for yourself how you
Yes, sometimes too much decal can become too much, and just keeping it more to like small, more ordinary. So you can see, I added a lot of like different flowers and stuff in different pots, and now I'm actually adding a cool little feature too here. I felt like was neat. It's like hanging baskets to the wall, and in there I also add a little bit of flowers and shops to kind of like be like the selling point of the florist, you know. And I felt like that was
those hanging baskets are amazing. I really like them.
oh, thanks,
It's
man.
a really good idea.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's a good clutter piece.
We have.
I also
mean,
like how you choose a theme for every house you do.
yeah,
Because it helps with the inspiration. And when I get back in there, I want some themed building myself.
yes, it's very
I was
important.
thinking maybe do a bakery or a butchery or something
Oh,
like that.
that would be bakery maybe. I don't know how people will feel about a butchery in a zoo game.
Yeah, you're probably right. But,
you never heard that here, guys. We're making the happy little baker.
We also sell burgers, so yeah. I mean, everybody knows where a burger comes from.
That's fair, and we got the pigs and cattle in the game. Oh my god, this took a dark turn, didn't it? Very dark turn. Anyways, as you can see, I'm pretty much preparing. I'm adding all these.
That, guys. Forget that. I will make the bakery.
As you can see, I'm adding a little bit of drapes here, a little bit of decoration to feel like give it a little bit more homey vibe, you know. And some custom windows as well, and just duplicating a little bit of lamps and stuff from where I can, and doing the little bit of bits that I need to do here before I move over to the next build you will see in this video.
I'll go on the next one. I just want to say I really like that small window with the drapes hanging out.
Yes, I thought that was cool too.
Yes,
so
and now that we have the wheels, we can find.
Oh my god, yes, dude! Like, it took them forever, man. We got like we got 6 cars in the game, but we never got the wheels.
No, man, they just saved one of the best specs for the end. So
Yeah, I mean, good call.
They knew everyone was gonna buy that.
Even though the barrel should be an in-game piece from the start.
Yeah, and the wheels as well. So.
100%. But
and also some of the animals as well. Let's be honest. Like
yes, I agree.
The animals should be there from the start.
I agree. But as you guys can see here,
we got them, and we should be grateful. So.
Yes, we are, and we're using them.
Grateful, guys.
And we're using them as much as we can here. So we're good now. And as you can see here, guys, I'm actually building this car completely from scratch. I obviously cut out a few parts because it's just kind of like just to see what you can do. And I'm using most of the Twilight pieces to actually build this one. And that is why I always have put the Twilight pack as high. Because literally this entire car is built with pieces from that pack. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely the best spec to build stuff like this.
Yes, I 100% agree.
The small pieces.
And the Indonesian one, this is the tile I'm using to get a smaller.
Yeah, that one is pretty good.
Get a smaller side here. So I go back and forth with the windows, how I want the windows to be, because I want some of them to be open, and I want I found 2 cars on Pinterest in our folder, and I might be able to show them here on the screen now. And then I kind of like just took inspiration from them and kind of like just thought, what can I do with the in-game pieces to build this card here? And you will eventually see when we get to the clutter part, like the high detailing part of this, that I really had fun with it, because I got to make like hanging garlics and like small little bits of hanging clutter hanging from it, and a big wooden lock that I attached to it as well. It's just a lot of fun with this build here, and they're always fun to build. They're tedious because you want to add so much detail, right? But eventually you get it, and it's just perfect. It's not the same as building a boat, because the hull on a boat is annoying. It's
yes, it is.
It's the most annoying thing to build.
Like these smaller builds are the most fun, to be honest.
They are, because you also get to use the small pieces for it,
Yes.
So yeah, it's really nice. But here is kind of like here's somewhat the first kind of detailing I add to here. I'm adding this little lamp on the front here to kind of like be the light it has. And you can see here I'm trying my best to get a cool window frame in here and deleting what I previously did, because I kind of like got a better idea later on. when I build it, as you can see. And that happens sometimes, you know, where you like, okay, this might be a better way to do this. So it turned out great.
Very good.
Yes. And obviously
to me all the time.
Yeah, and obviously I'm not trying to do an interior inside of this card here. So having the windows, like the shutters kind of closed off, were 100% my, like, what I wanted to do. I do end up having one open, but I put in a drape and stuff in there. And you can see I kind of like go over and redo this as well, because I feel like this could use a little bit of that extra touch with the Indonesian pieces here. So yeah, the detailing is slowly getting there, and now I'm adding the seat. It's really fun, honestly, to build this. I think in Planet Coaster, I think Coaster Cat and I have built maybe 20 of these in total. Like, we built so many of these, and I built a few in Planet Zoo as well, and Planet Zoo definitely has the pieces for it, because as you can see here, it ended up turning incredibly nice when I get to more detail and all the trim pieces and stuff. And I'm just like having a blast with this. As I said, like, it's so fun to add the details. Like on top of here, you know, a card always had like top things hanging, or like that are roped together with something, you know, like, and it's just really fun.
Yeah, definitely. When you got the base done, you know, and got the scale right, and you got the roof and everything, and all the functional pieces, then the fun starts.
Yes.
And you can add stuff. Yeah, I know. It's just, yeah, it's the most fun you can have in this game, to be honest.
It literally is, man. It literally is. And all these pieces we can attach on top here. Like, I'm adding also a drum. I'm like, why not? But because it looks good. You know, I know it's an African piece, but if we color it, it can go as whatever. And it's nice.
No, it's fine. It works for a lot of things.
Yeah. I'm glad we can color those, and they didn't make them like just those colors. It really helps. So this, I'm kind of thinking this guy, like, when I build it, he's like a traveling cook or something, you know, like, because eventually you'll see him have tons of stuff of food and like vegetables, all kind of things hanging, and he'll have some small little opening. Think about it as a food cart, right? Just without actual shop. It'll just be like a traveler.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It'll,
yeah, that's very good to get another team behind it.
Yes.
Give yourself inspiration of building, yeah.
It just helps, as we just talked about with the Florist thing too.
Because sometimes when I start a build, you know, I like start like this little wagon that you're doing now, and then I'm like halfway. Oh, this could be a nice theme for it, you know, and then I already am halfway, but then I get, I can do this theme for it, and then I start to think of the details I want to add, because I now have the theme, you know.
Yes.
And, yeah, sometimes you got a theme before you start, but sometimes
you just gotta go with the flow.
Got the theme like halfway, you know. And
yeah.
Sometimes you already actually finished a build, and then you can think of the theme afterwards. It also happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, that's definitely also a thing that happens too. As you can see here, I'm adding like, you know, like food things, like a plate. I'm adding like I turned these small little barrels around, or not even barrels, but like just turn them around so it looks like a barrel, you know. And
yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, this is, as I said, this is where the fun comes into play here, because I think I made like a little small like pan too. I make a little axe kind of thing here, as you can see, with the pieces as well, just hanging from the card. And these things are just like, it's what makes the build to when you add all these things on, right? So it's
the pickaxe is nice. That's simple and works. It's like 3 pieces. Yeah, perfect.
Yes. Now I'm making a pan too. That's gonna hang there as well. Like this, it ends up getting so much detail. Yeah, like, wait till you see all the hanging things I'm putting.
You are so good at this, making these clutter pieces.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You can always just duplicate them
I know. I will.
We'll eventually also. I think we should, whatever we make custom, we should, whenever we are close to the end, we'll just release that as a clutter pack, like the Coaster Cat and Wikz or Terra Magica clutter pack or something. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we will do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, and people can get.
Yeah, because we got a lot now. I think.
We do. We even have all the chimneys too that we talked about also doing.
Yeah,
right? So, like, see here, even like all these pieces makes this like doable because we can just do all this, and it's so freaking cool. Make a little like for all the sticks, you know, like quick a holder for it. I'm putting in this little banner shield kind of thing here just to add a little bit of color to it as well. And this is here it starts to get fun. Because I was like, how can I make onion or like have it like looking like onions?
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
You know, and then like, okay, let's try with the potatoes too, you know, and
yeah, it works, man. Very
yeah.
nice.
And I even had to put the carrots, as you saw, inside of that front window to get that little, to get all those green small.
Yeah, this is great, man. I love what you're doing here. This is amazing.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When all these clutter things starts to hang around, this is where this build really takes off, you know. The backside I didn't do much with, honestly. I just tried to kind of like find a door to it and just, you know, build that in and add a little ladder and then call that a day, because my main points were the sides, because that's what's going to be the presentable aspect of the whole build, right? And guys, as I said, this build is on the workshop. As this video lands, this build is just to check. The link is in the description below, where you guys can go and check it out. And also lots of other blueprints. Maybe we should also just do that, Coaster Cat. Make a collection with the blueprints from here whenever we are finished too. So if anyone want to check them out, they have a whole Terra Magica blueprint collection from both of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, we got a lot, so
yeah,
we got a lot.
Yes. See, this is also the fun part.
We make 50, I think, by now. Yeah.
Oh, we definitely can.
I mean, a lot of the houses are blueprintable. A lot of stuff I done in the forest is blueprintable.
Yes.
I think the walking castle at the entrance is already on the workshop.
Yes, it's on the workshop. Yes, it is.
I think. No, it's not as a blueprint. Only as a.
Oh, as a.
What do you call it? As a diorama.
Oh, a diorama. Yes.
Because there was too much pieces for a blueprint.
Yes, I remember that. Did you see that little chimney part I did on the top? I'm freaking proud of that one. I thought that was a cool touch.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that. Yeah.
And you can see the backside is very, very like simple in a sense. I just added the ladder, added this little door, and I mean you have to be a small person to live in here, but you know it's all right.
It's it's a fantasy world. There are a lot of small people.
Yes, tall and small in all shapes.
Small people are cool. Small people are cool. So
exactly. So we're kind of finishing off here now. I'm doing the last parts here, as you can see, just trying to fix up all the gaps in the build here, and then I'm on the other side where you can see I added pretty much the same things, but just kind of like a little bit more food-based objects and clutter, and then we're pretty much done after here. So yeah, that's what we got today in Terra Magica.
That's one hell of a build, man. I really love this one.
Thank you. Oh, amazing. I gotta say, the statue you're seeing in these cinematic shots right now is also made by Dandy Chickens. This is the last fountain he made for us, and he will still continue to build some of these things for us. But I just need to say that is made by him, and it looks so freaking beautiful at the mid.
Look at it.
Yeah,
it's
in the middle here of the plaza. Yes, and the other.
This is probably my favorite one.
Yeah, I love that one. It's.
I also really like the sea snake/dragon.
Yes, that's also
this
good.
This one is also really good.
Yeah, they're awesome. Like he knows his stuff when it comes to that. So, but as you can see, this whole plaza has really started to come together, and especially with this big fountain in the middle. And slowly, this kind of like with a little bit more clutter, we'll have what this plaza takes. But yeah, that was pretty much it, friends. Let me and Coaster Cat know what you think of this, and also Dandy of his beautiful statue here. And I hope to see you guys in our next Terra Magica video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining me once again, Coastal Cat.
Yeah, no problem. It was a pleasure. Time went fast. Builds are great. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
And it will be sooner than last time, so don't worry.
Yes.
Definitely. I'm ready to almost ready to get back in.
Yes, that's awesome, man. But you got this video, guys, to keep you guys updated on, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bye.
Bye. Bye.